kinds of information about the COVID, about the lockdown, about the different things that have happened to us during this last 5 months. And it's quite interesting. Sifting through all this information is very difficult. And it's very, not only difficult to assimilate, but difficult on our psyche because it makes us have a hard time believing that humanity has actually gotten this bad. And so, what Vicky and I created was something where you could understand and have tools to help you with your understanding and get. And one of the best mentorings was when we got to G and we talked about grief. Because when people were going through the viral problems and we were literally having stuff come up within our emotional bodies and our mental bodies and our physical bodies. We were worried about this, we were fearful of that. And it created an environment where we became even more mind controlled because we were looking outside of ourselves for answers. And the answers are actually within us. And when we talked about grief, many of us were grieving over the loss of our freedoms, the loss of our sovereignty, the loss of our, in some cases, the loss of our loved ones because people were dying. Now, they weren't necessarily dying of the COVID-19, but everybody was afraid that's what it was. And so we were afraid to associate. We were afraid to even try to come out of the mind control of the media, of all the movies, all of the things. Some of the things I was amazed my kids were watching is all of these companies were giving free movies, free this, free that, but a lot of them were based in fear. A lot of them were horror movies, zombie movies, different things that were teaching people about the bad stuff. And we all this information was being assimilated by our kids. And even my kids got very afraid. They were like, Dad, shouldn't we be wearing masks when we go anywhere? Dad, shouldn't we be doing this? Shouldn't we be doing that? Isn't there a vaccine available? And, they were just going crazy. And this was happening not only to my kids, but I know it's probably happening with yours because this is new information coming in that we haven't prepared ourselves or our children to understand and be aware of. And so Vicki and I made the ABCs of mentoring, and we actually conceived it prior to the COVID even coming out. And so the first 12 went very well, and we have those available. We recorded them and we are presenting them as a part of the next mentoring. We're going to do 12 more mentorings starting September 15th, going through December 1st. Now, they're talking about a second wave of COVID coming, and it'll probably be this fall because that's how viruses occur, especially flu viruses and cold viruses. And corona, believe it or not, is just a cold virus that has been manipulated to make it even more damaging and cause problems because they injected DNA from SARS, which is the Asian respiratory virus, and MERS, which was the Mediterranean respiratory syndrome. And they've also injected a little bit of Ebola to cause the coagulation problems in the lungs. And so we've got all of these various things going on. And I've learned about it because I'm a scientist, I'm a previous medical doctor. I don't do that anymore, thanks to our government. But There's been a lot of things come to light about all this. And believe it or not, before the COVID came out, we were teetering between 50 to 60% of the people being mind controlled, not believing in God. In fact, they were being manipulated to believe in socialism. And this is just here in the United States. The entire world has already gone sort of that route. And the problem with that is that it takes away our sovereignty, it takes away our freedoms. And we think we're doing it because, oh, it's a better way to live. But socialism's actually been proven not to be the best method of governing people. And so, getting back to the mentoring, when I was going to Mount Shasta, Saint Germain appeared to me and he said, Scott, you're not going to go give the talk you had planned. You are going to present that you are a mentor and you are going to start mentoring people for the ascension. Now, what is the ascension? The ascension is what Jesus talked about back in the Old Testament, excuse me, the New Testament. And Jesus was actually teaching people about love. He came to the planet to teach about love and taking care of people, being kind to people, loving those who hate you, being kind to those who despise you. And he was teaching us how to become better people, more informed people, kinder, more forgiving, people who love others rather than people who try to take advantage of others. And so these teachings were very important, but they didn't go through what the Romans had and what the Sanhedrin had. And so they put him to death. Now, when Jesus died, before he died, he went to Mount Hermon and was surrounded by four angels, and they gave Jesus the ability to resurrect his body. Now, when the crucifixion happened, they laid him in the tomb, and then he had risen from the tomb. And when he appeared to people, he said, "Touch me not, for I have not yet ascended to my Father." Now, what is this ascended thing? And Saint Germain described it as the next step that humanity is going to go through in their evolution is we ascend into what they call the fifth dimension. Currently, we're living in a 3D world, which is a third dimensional world. We have height, depth, width, and time. Now, the fifth dimension is a higher vibrating dimension. That's why we can't see it, at least unless we have visions or dreams through our pineal gland. And so the ascension takes us up into a higher dimension. Now, when we die, we go to the fourth dimension, which is a transitory dimension. You go there and you either have to come back and be reborn and absolve all your stuff with your karmic debt, or you move on into the fifth dimension if you've lived a good enough life and you haven't caused much trouble to people, and you're living a better life because the higher vibrations don't allow the negativity, the bad things happening. Here in the third dimension, we have what we call a dualistic universe where there's good, there's bad, there's hot, there's cold, there's all these different things. And when we move into the fifth dimension, there's not time, there's not bad or good. Everybody's just good. And so it's a happier place. It's a more growing place where we can actually see how the universe works and we assist with it. And so it's not like you're up there just playing a harp or, playing with the angels. You're actually doing things, but you're doing good things. And here in the 3D, we have our choice whether we do good or bad, whether we smile or we are frown. And it's quite interesting how the differences in all of these things occur. So, what I want to do is present what happened. I actually started mentoring, and it was wonderful because I help people move forward in their life. And that's what mentors do. A lot of people go, well, why do I need you to be my mentor? Well, I've been trained by the best mentors on the planet, and so has Susan, so has Vicky. And we both have the ability to give the divine feminine or divine masculine energy. And we're very good at working with each other and off of each other to present these ideas. But not only do we present ideas, because we're getting plenty of ideas coming into us, but we give solutions, ways that have been proven that help you get through the grief, get you through problems going on, help you to become a better creator, help you to become a better human being and move beyond where we're confined and trapped in. Because mentors help you move forward in your life. We give you proven methods of how to move forward. And so, for this reason, we're doing this mentoring. And St. Germain mainly wanted me to teach people how to teach other people how to wake up for the ascension. And I did one last fall of 2019. It's available on YouTube for free. And I would recommend you go to that and start going through those lessons starting September 24th through, I think I quit on the 17th of December last time. And I taught methods of helping you understand the ascension, understanding universal laws, because with understanding comes knowledge and wisdom. And with these teachings, I taught people what the ascension is, how we're going about it, and how we're going to get there, and how do we help others wake up to that. But Vicki and I decided we needed to teach basics, ABCs of personal transformation. And we started that March 10th, and we ended up, the end of May, and it was excellent. And we recorded them and we have them so that you can also enjoy the first 12. And if you buy our second set of mentoring that starts September 15th and runs through December 1st, we're offering the links to these videos of the first. So you can go through mentoring this summer and do the assignments, do all the things at your leisure, but I would recommend you start doing it. And so we're offering a special for $200. Most times we're, charging $397, for personal mentoring, $3,000, but we want more people to get involved in this. And so we're offering for $200 not only the fall mentoring, but we'll give you the link to the previous mentoring. Now, why is this important? Because you'll get the first teachings and the second 20, first 24 total mentorings. And if you were to try and get this off the internet, it would be $500, $600, $800. We've looked at similar programs. But this has really good information. And not only do we give you good information, but we give you solutions and ways of getting these emotional blockages out. A lot of us, we come up against a wall or a block and we can't move forward. But Vicki and I have been trained to help you get over that wall and reach what you truly desire. And these methods and techniques not only help you to grow spiritually, emotionally, and your physical body actually gets healthier when you get your emotions, negative emotions under control, because our negative emotions cause disease. And so we not only teach you about how to get healthier and get through your emotional baggage, but we help you to create what you truly desire. That's why we are focusing on this. So, starting September 15th, we're going to teach about mindfulness and meditation. September 22nd, nutrition. Now, a lot of people, oh, we know about nutrition, but we'll give you tidbits and bites of things that you can do to get healthier now. September 29th, overcoming obstacles. October 6th, pineal gland and possibilities. Pineal gland is a very misunderstood gland, but we've done some intensive training with Joe Dispenza that has helped us learn about why we have that pineal gland. It's not just for the melatonin and serotonin to make you be happier and have visions and dreams and have better sleep, but it's about creating and bringing information from other dimensions. The pineal gland is a very misunderstood gland, and we'll talk about that. October 13th, we'll talk about relationships. October 20th, service and synchronicity. October 27th, time management. October 3rd, unified field and universal law. November 10th, victim to victory. A lot of us are being victims of our circumstances, and we can't move out of that. And we'll teach you methods, proven methods that help move you through that and move you beyond. November 17th, wealth and wisdom. November 24th, your divine self. And December 1st, the Zen state. And this is a state that you can get in where you're very happy, very peaceful. Things around you don't get to you. You can imagine how helpful this is, especially during this chaos we're going through currently. So I want you to know that we are here as mentors. Now, we talked a little bit about the mentoring, but I want to go a little bit deeper. You have teachers who teach you things, but mentors teach how to use that knowledge and move forward in your life and not make the same mistakes that we as mentors are made or other people have made. So we've been trained by the best mentors on the planet to create what we desire. And believe you me, I've been transformed by this. This has made my life happier because I love mentoring because, I was helping people get well over their physical diseases, their psychological diseases, their mental diseases. But mentoring helps us get beyond our blockages that actually keep us from moving through to transformation. And so I want you to know mentors are very important. And so if you'd like to sign up for the fall mentoring, we're running this special through June 30th. After that, it goes up to $297. Now, what's the other bonus we're giving? I charge $200 to do an intuitive reading or to do a past life regression or to do other methods that I use to help people get through their life. And that's just one mentoring session of 45 to 50 minutes. You will get that for free. So by paying the $200 for the mentoring, which is worth $200, it's actually worth a lot more than that. But you'll get a free intuitive reading with myself. And, sometimes we can talk Vicky into doing it for people because she's very powerful in her skills of past life regression and helping people transform very difficult situations and emotional issues. And so both of us are available for this. However, I'm mainly the one because she has other duties around the house and taking care of the kids and doing other things. And so guaranteed you get one with me. And this means that you get a $200 intuitive reading, or whatever you want to talk about, because I've had to do a lot of depossessing. And, you look at when Jesus healed people, 60% of the time he had to depossess the souls before he could even work on healing them. And, but Jesus was Jesus and he did it very, very quickly. But he has trained me how to do this. And so we can do this for people. Uh, for instance, this past week, I've had a couple of people being very much controlled by some very demonized people. Literally, they had a demon and negative entities with them, and we cleared them. And now these naughty people are no longer holding these people back and tormenting them and causing them trouble. And so we're using the methods, known methods, to clear people's energy, to clear out the stuff that's blocking them. Literally, this poor lady, this guy was attacking her constantly, and it was happening all the time, not just part of the time, not just a little bit, but all the time. And once we cleared that man, she was able to feel more calm and peaceful because we cleared out the enemies that were attacking her. And so this thing is going on. This kind of stuff's going on. And a lot of people, even in our government, have signed these non-disclosure agreements. And why do they sign these? Because they don't want them to tell about what's actually going on in the government and in the secret programs of the government, in the MK Ultra and all of these different things. Because MK Ultra is all about mind control. And 60 to 70% of us right now are being mind controlled by the media, by the movies, by the situations we're being presented with. And we are giving up our free will, our sovereignty that was given to us by God because of this mind control. And so we need to learn not only that it's there, but how do we shift out of it? And I have learned through a lot of situations how to move out of the mind control. Now, another free thing that you can do right now is start doing the 24-strand DNA manifestation. Now, what is that? I had the question, what do we do about all the toxins, chemicals, radiation, nanobots that are attacking our bodies and making us sick? And St. Germain came to me with two things: the 24-strand DNA manifestation, which helps upgrade our DNA and actually makes into rope DNA. Now, currently, we only have 2 strands of DNA. And when you manifest 24 strands, it becomes 12 double helix, and you wind it and braid it into rope DNA, which makes your cells stronger, healthier, and more powerful. And it actually brings in more energy. People don't talk about this, but our DNA become into little pyramidal structures, and they come together to form a Merkaba, and that Merkaba starts spinning. And there's a proven fact that the free energy devices need electromagnetic energy, and the Merkaba is the perfect form when it's spinning to generate energy out of the scalar energy into whatever you desire. And so by having more DNA, we have more energy and more creative ability to create what we desire. Now, the other thing that's real important is he came to me with the decrees for putting my world in divine order. And what that is, it protects us from the negative energies, and it calls forth all the beings of God that help us to protect ourselves. And so very, very powerful things. Now, don't think this is, a religion. It's not. This is energies and knowledge that God is bringing forth in these days when we're being attacked from all sides by all kinds of things to protect us and to keep us safe and to help us keep our cars safe, our homes safe, everything safe. Because truthfully, nothing is safe anymore because people, it's like this group up in Seattle, this Chaz. They're breaking down people's doors, going in, raping their daughters and stealing their money and stealing their food. And, it's not a summer of love like you're being told on the media and by the Seattle mayor. It is chaos. And when chaos reigns, there is satanic energy. And when I use that, a lot of people are upset with using God. They're upset with using Satan. They're saying there's no such thing. Over 50% of us are atheists. And let me tell you, I know that these things exist. There's a war going on for your mind, for your soul. And that's going on right now. And we want to teach you how to be strong, healthy, able to keep your children strong and healthy by keeping our minds, our emotions, and our thoughts on good things that will actually create good things. You are a creator. And I'm here to tell you the only thing keeping you from creating is all this negativity. When you come out of the negativity, you can actually start to create all that you need and desire. And it's actually simpler than you want. So I want to tell you we're making this available through March 30th. After that, it goes up to $297. You can go to scottwerner.org, and we've got a short video there, 3 minutes, or you can just sign up, click and sign up through PayPal, or you can call 435-986-0025, which is health and longevity. And we've got our gals ready to answer the phone, take your credit card, and sign you up for the mentoring. Now, we can answer questions, and I would go to the website. It shows everything that we're doing, and you get the bonuses. I can even send you a Word sheet document that has all of the links for the fall mentoring about the Ascension, and we'll give you some links to go to these private videos that we made in the spring mentoring and go through those. And those will all be made available to you by signing up now. So I'm just here as a mentor, as a teacher, as a true believer in God, and that God has provided us with many methods of helping us and helping us be happier, helping us be in the light rather than in the darkness. The darkness has actually brought a lot of our very good leaders under control of negative energies, like Star Wars. There's the good force, and then there's the dark force, and those powers are actively pursuing control over your soul. And so we want to teach you how to stay out of that control, how to maintain your sovereignty, your freedoms, and help you get through this chaos. So thank you for listening. God bless each and every one of you. The great divine director mandated me to give blessings to all the humans. And then he came back again and chewed me out because I wasn't giving enough blessings. So I'm supposed to give you a blessing right now. In the name of the Almighty, I am that I am, by the powers of the great divine director, we give you all a blessing for your behalf. We bless you that you will be open to listening to the words of truth, the words of freedom, the words which will help you maintain your sovereignty. Know that the dark forces are taking away your sovereignty through your own consent. They know they can't take it without you consenting to it. And so they use different methods to usurp your power, your God given rights, your sovereignty. We bless you that you will wake up to this and seek out solutions, not just information, but solutions and powers that will assist you to become higher minded, more powerful, more creative, and be able to create and manifest whatever you desire. Scott and Vicky have been trained in these methods and will assist you with this through their mentoring, through their abilities, so that you don't make the same mistakes that they did. We bless you that you will receive health and strength by doing the 24-strand DNA manifestation, which will perfect your body and assist you to become stronger, younger, more beautiful every day. We bless you that this is a power that will get into every cell in your bodies and create more health and strength. We bless you also that you will ask for the download for the decrees for putting my world in divine order. These will be sent to your email, or we can even mail these things to you. And we bless you that you will find these easily and quickly, that they will enhance your life and protect you from the negative thoughts and energy trying to take over our minds. We bless you with these things and know that God exists. Know that everything is under the control of the loving beings of light and love. And it's only those humans who have chosen to give up their sovereignty, give up their souls, and they've headed into the dark powers, which are not from God, but from those who fell from God. Know that these things can be very powerfully not controlling your life. And we bless you with these things and this knowledge and solutions in the name of the Almighty am that I am, and in the name of Jesus Christ and all of the other ascended masters. So be it. So it is. Just know we teach people who are transcendental meditators, Buddhists, Taoists. We teach all religions, all belief systems. You don't even have to have a belief system to be mentored. We can help you develop a belief system that will make you healthier, happier, less chaotic, more organized. God has all made this whole universe with organization. And when the Satanists get in charge, they cause disorganization or chaos. You know, entropy and enthalpy, getting rid of the chaos is part of what Vicki and I are here. Thank you for listening. And this Thursday, we're doing a free broadcast with Louisa on the Goldfish Report. So look for that. We're going to start doing live at 10:30 Eastern Time, so 8:30 Mountain Time. And we're going to talk about how to get back your sovereignty, how to get out of the chaos and get out of the mind control. So that's going to be excellent. And this fall, Rob Potter is putting on a great conference up at Mount Shasta. And it's all about the Venetians, who are all about love. So it's going to be a very powerful conference. And I think you're going to find that if you do go to that, you're going to experience some very interesting things. My first visit to Mount Shasta was absolutely fabulous. And so I hope that you can sign up for his conference. I am going to go and be speaking also. And so there's some very beautiful human beings and possibly some Venetians going to come and help teach us. So we'll see what happens there. So God bless each and every one of you, and we'll talk to you soon.